What is up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube? That's right, I'm Chris Smith, and today I'm going to be talking about Scared PewDiePie, Season 1, Episode 1, so let's get this thing started. Off the right hand, watch the whole video, and hopefully actually subscribe if you enjoy this review. I'm going to look at it from both sides. Now, granted, I'm not a PewDiePie fan, but it's very hard to not get interested in the show, especially from last night when your suggestion page kind of spammed with constant videos of, do you love PewDiePie videos? And I don't, really, but apparently I went into this with a clear mind, no false perceptions or whatever. So I went into this, and I gotta admit, I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was gonna do. Now, granted, this thing isn't perfect. This thing is actually quite sloppy and messy. Now, at first, I wasn't too sure if this thing was going to be scripted or not, but then you start to see little small sprinklings as to what made this show actually be. For example, the production assistant, Nikki, she is cringeworthy as fuck. It is just uncomfortable. Every situation she has with PewDiePie. I was wondering if this is supposed to be real, then this is awkward because she's the type of chick that you don't want to close your eyes with because she may cut off your dick because that's how crazy she is. But you can tell this thing is scripted, and I guess that kind of works out. Now, granted, some of the situations PewDiePie goes through in this episode, either this guy is one of the best actors ever, or he's just completely gullible for anything, really. Or maybe he is. I don't know. Now, for me, look, this show is not really scary. It's supposed to be called Scared PewDiePie. Now, granted, some of the moments PewDiePie puts himself into the show, there are tense moments because it kind of makes you feel like what would you do if you were in this thing? My heartbeat was kind of going a bit. Now, granted, it's not scary. Tense, maybe a little bit. Funny on some occasions, but it's more awkward funny because all the actors are really just terrible. There are some exceptions, but the main one being the Black Doctor. I thought he was actually the best part of this episode, really, for the actor-wise. Mainly because he actually was the only one that seemed natural. There's a homeless man at the very end that seemed like the cleanest homeless man you've ever seen in your life. Now, for me personally, this thing, it's like I said, it could have time to improve, and hopefully it actually does, I guess. Now, I think the premise is actually interesting. The problem is, I don't know how many times we can actually see PewDiePie do PewDiePie that and just kind of get annoying. I feel like it should have had the same premise, but do it with different YouTubers, and then that could actually been a lot more different. Could have been like punked with like scare tactics involved. I think that actually would have been more interesting to see personally. I think that actually would have been more better than just focusing on PewDiePie. Really, that's just me. Now, granted, look, like I said, I actually enjoyed the show. I didn't hate it as much as I did. I was entertained. Was it funny? Not really, but funny, awkward because of the situations he kind of in. This does give American hospitals a bit of a bad name, so there's that. But yeah, the thing just comes off as very awkward and kind of clunky in some cases, and just the situation seems so stupid and ridiculous that I guess that's the whole point of the show. That you can't help but kind of laugh and just be like, yeah, you know what, this is so dumb that I think I have to just sit back and just kind of enjoy it as what it is. Now, who should enjoy this? PewDiePie fans, I guess, because granted, I guess he is king. Now, granted, I can see why people hate him, but I could actually see why people kind of like him because he seemed like a down to earth dude. And I'm not bullshitting here. He just seemed like a down to earth dude. I guess because he's more watered down. As long as they don't bring him up in high pitch, whatnot, then I think he'll be fine. But I think they could have switched it with different YouTubers. Just what I'm saying. But yes, is this worth the $10 on YouTube Red? Not really. They could have just put this on, there. The budget is good. And Robert Kirkman from The Walking Dead, he's on part of this, so I was surprised at that. But yes, if you enjoy PewDiePie, if you enjoy, kind of goofy, foolish scripted reality TV, then I guess this is for you. But if you enjoyed my review, hopefully you actually subscribe. Jesus fucking Christ. Subscribe and help me out. I'll be reviewing the whole season. Comment, subscribe, and like. I'm Chris Smith. I'm signing out.